It's a brand new day here at Night Danger. Won't you come below to the sepulchre here at Night Danger? Here at Night Danger. You've got lots of friends here at Night Danger, so just lend an ear, don't be a stranger here at Night Danger. Here at Night Danger.
Beware the Ides of March, for death is always watching. A dark greeting to you, my friend. I am the stranger. Tonight, on Better Know a Monster, we face down a god-forsaken beast, silent as the grave and black as your hat. To gaze upon it is to look death in the eye. Pray for me, I am lost. I speak, of course, of the spectral black dogs of the British Isles. The Barghest, Black Shuck, the Grim, call it what you will. In the eyes of the dead it matters not. When I was a young man, before all this, death, I would ramble the European countrysides of old, like a wind-swept leaf on a trickling stream. I would roam from town to picturesque town, of bridge, barrel, and cobblestone. One fog-soaked spring, my ramblings brought me through the humble villages of the English countryside, through time-forgotten hamlets of hedgerow and dry stone. Late one night, penniless after the pub, I made my way back to the inn by way of an old, dark, muddy lane. That's when I felt it. The eyes of a demon. I turned to face this dark feeling, and there it stood, a huge black dog, black as Newgate's knocker, its eyes of fire, its fur of mat and mange, its head low to the ground as it crept out from behind a curtain of fog. As night follows day, I swear its eyes shone with a depraved intelligence, foretelling my doom. A deep rumbling growl slipped out from between its teeth as the paralysis of fear took me. A flash of lightning broke across the sky, transforming the mist into a transient yet all-embracing blanket of white. And like that, it was gone, vanished, lost to the fog. Blinded by the flash, I strained my ears to listen. I could hear the beast's footfalls in the mud, and the rattling of chains as it faded away towards the churchyard. It was from that moment I came to believe in the ghostly black dogs of the British Isles. What proof, you say? I no longer count myself among the living, no longer feel the warmth of the sun on my face or the beat of my own heart. For we, the damned, ride the same flaming carriage over the devil's black tongue. Oh, yes, the Barghest folks tonight. No matter where on the British Isles your step may lead you, the legend of the Black Dog endures. Through country, county, court, and cairn, the stories of encounters with the dreaded beast are many. They touch every corner of the land, from the dark and mysterious past to this very night. The stories themselves are wrought with all the confusion and convolution of hell, conflicted and ever-changing, as if to rival the devil's ill will itself. What binds these strange encounters together is as elusive as the black dog itself. The namesake and form of the black dog range widely by county and village, each with its own folklore. The good people of East Anglia, however, know him most famously as Black Shuck. The name is thought to derive from a word in the local dialect meaning shaggy. The more cynical believe the name descends from a word in the Old English tongue, the word skuka, which means demon. Whatever the truth, the black dog's monikers are many. Old Shuck, Shock, Old Huts, Bargist, Grim, Padfoot, Shag, Skriker, Trash, Guy Trash, Sketh, Old Scarf, Shug Monkey, Wisht Hounds, Eath Hounds, Church Cream, Moldy Doo, Gurt Dog, Gallytrod, Harry Jack, Dando's Dogs, Muckle Black Tyke, Gwishki, Copplefit, Old Rugman, The Hateful Thing, the list goes on. Could all of these evil beasts be manifestations of the same spectral black dog? Or is England cursed with countless unique and dangerous hellhounds? In many versions of the tale, this elusive phantasm appears by night to stalk lonely travelers on the road, follows them in fields and country lanes. It reveals itself as a massive black dog with huge flaming red or green eyes. It can be invisible, appearing and reappearing as it pleases, its padded feet the only indication of its existence. Other times its movement can be completely silent, accompanied by thunder or the sound of dragging chains. It is often associated with flashes of lightning and storms. Some accounts recall a huge singular eye in the middle of its head like a cyclops. Sometimes the dog is headless, while others tell of its abilities as a shapeshifter. One such creature, the Shug Monkey, is said to have the body of a dog and the face of a monkey. Black dogs are often seen near old execution sites like gallows and gibbets, as well as crossroads, graveyards, dark lanes, ancient footpaths, and churchyards after midnight. Some haunt prisons like London's Newgate, while others, like the Modi Doo, are known to haunt castles. To see the black dog is an omen of death. Tragedy follows in its wake. It is said that those who meet its gaze will soon die. Depending on the severity of the encounter, 1 year to live, 3 days to live, or instant death as fear take you. A brief encounter and the unlucky suffer paralysis, or heaven help you, the death omen leaps to a loved one. By some, the dog is thought to guard the gateway to hell here on earth, stalking the land around old Roman ruins and traveling along ancient ley lines. It was thought to be common practice in olden times to bury a living creature under the cornerstone of a new church to serve as a sacrifice. Its soul called into service as a protector of the sacred plot. These were known as foundational sacrifices, and were thought to ensure the sanctity and durability of the structure against evil and misfortune, a consecration of the land. When using human beings became untenable, black dogs were often used in their place. Better him than me, they thought. But one must sacrifice something they love, not something they hate. The black dogs came back and became known as church grims, their spirits lost, tangled among the gods of men. Are these black dogs the servants of the devil? Or are they simply lost ghosts, betrayed by their masters as sacrifices, their sanctity eroded, now sentenced to roam the night as restless apparitions? After all, by some accounts, the black dog is a benevolent spirit, leading followers out of danger, rounding up herds, and leading people to treasures. The earliest known record of the legend dates from 1577, in a manuscript known as A Strange and Terrible Wonder. The account outlines the events of a Sunday Mass on August 4th at St. Mary's Church in Bungay, Suffolk, in which the church was enveloped in a terrible storm. As lightning ripped into the building, the doors flew open and a huge black dog rushed inside. As lightning ricocheted around the church, causing much damage, the demon dog stormed the pews, killing at will. 2 were strangled by the killer dog, and another man left terribly disfigured. His wounds, quote, drawn together and shrunk up, as if it were a piece of leather scorched in a hot fire, or as the mouth of a purse or bag drawn together with string. But Black Shuck wasn't finished. On the very same day, a few miles away in Blytheborough, Old Shuck stormed the Holy Trinity Church, leaping down from atop the rafters, striking 2 more dead and injuring another before tearing off into the town. The claw marks of the black dog can be seen to this day, scorched into the door of the church, where they're known to the locals as the fingerprints of the devil. What is certain is that the black dog is everywhere. Countless tales from every corner of the Isles tell of his shadowy existence. From Norfolk, Suffolk, and Essex, to Yorkshire, Lancashire, and Lincolnshire. From Cornwall, Devon, and Dorset, to London, Wiltshire, and Cambridgeshire. From Derbyshire, Hertfordshire, and Somerset, to Cheshire, Buckinghamshire, and Bedfordshire. From Scotland, Ireland, and Wales, to the misty moors and beyond. The sightings of Barges, Grims, and Shucks continue. The legend's influence across the land is undeniable. Countless taverns, pubs, restaurants, guest houses, and inns all bear the name Black Dog. While the worlds of literature, film, games, and music all draw upon its folklore. Arthur Conan Doyle's The Hound of the Baskervilles, J.K. Rowling's Grimm in Harry Potter, and Neil Gaiman's story Black Dog, to name but a few. Alas, there are few today who can recall the true terror of the Black Dog, the way the sky shifts and darkens when it draws near, the sudden silence and stillness that surrounds its victims, as if the very earth itself has ceased, the way its great size and presence stops its beholders in their tracks. The feeling of great sadness and loss it conveys through its solitary stare, and the curse of confusion it leaves on those who survive, never certain about what they saw, yet never able or willing to forget the ghostly black dogs of the British Isles. Eyes to the ground when you walk at night, a criminals turn around and die of fright. Through country lanes of dying light, death deals through the black dog's sight. This has been Better Know a Monster. Good night.